Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Tate was taken aback upon seeing Eric in the school hallways. "I don't know where Holly went," Tate remarked. "All I know is that she was eager to get away from me." Sophia listened in from close by. Tate told Eric that Holly had been angry with him for standing by his father, and that Holly had also leaked the information regarding Brady's release. Tate remarked, "Holly is really determined to make sure that my dad pays for what he did to her Aunt Sarah." Eric remarked, "And it's made worse, because she discovered that I was the one driving the vehicle that killed her father." Tate expressed regret for telling Holly. "Tate, it's not your fault." Eric remarked, "Even if Holly is behaving out with you right now, it's because she's angry with Brady and me, not with you." Tate wasn't convinced. Eric added, "Just be there for her when she's ready." Tate gave a nod. Sophia asked Tate if he was okay after Eric departed. Tate shrugged, and Sophia apologized to him for his father. Sophia continued, "But I'm really happy to hear they let him go." Tate seemed dubious, but Sophia insisted that she meant it. "You don't deserve to lose your dad too, after everything with your mom," Sophia remarked. Tate was fortunate to have Holly as a moral support system, observed Sophia. "If only," whispered Tate. After Tate gave her the rundown, Sophia said she could see why Holly would support Sarah. Sophia remarked, "But she has to understand that you need her to be there for you and that your dad needs you right now." Tate winced as he explained that Holly's father was the reason for the complexity of the matter. Sophia remarked that Holly must be finding it hard to accept the truth that Eric was the one who killed Daniel. Sophia stated, "Eric is not who he says he is." "Yes, but Eric is not the same as this creature." Tate shot back, "He's actually a really great person, and he made a terrible mistake, and he paid for it." Tate took a deep breath and stated that he was aware of Sophia and Holly's hatred for one another. "No, I'm not against her," Sophia responded. Sophia clarified that even though she was no longer close to Holly, she was still sorry for Holly. "I can only imagine how much this is stressing you out, Tate, my God. You and Holly, that is, on different sides of this? That's awful," Sophia exclaimed. Tate acknowledged that it hasn't been simple. Sophia gave Tate a hug and said she was here for him. When Brady was let out of jail, Holly confronted EJ in the district attorney's office. EJ apologized and stated, "I just didn't have enough evidence to prosecute him, Holly. Could I assist you in locating some?" Holly made a suggestion. Because Brady's automobile, the only forensic evidence, had been destroyed by Kristen, EJ informed Holly that he did not believe she could assist him. "So, unless there's some miracle where Sarah Horton remembers who hit her and can provide reliable witness testimony," EJ shrugged. Holly was reassured by EJ that he was making efforts to make Brady responsible for his offense. EJ stated that Holly was free to provide him whatever proof she came across. EJ questioned Holly as she turned to go, asking why she was so adamant about Brady being taken into custody. Holly claimed to have knowledge of Eric's murder of Daniel. "I truly apologize. I am aware of how much you respected Eric," EJ stated. "Nicole had lied to Holly," she whispered. "You had faith in her. I begged your mother to tell you, just so you knew." EJ replied, "I told her that you were going to find out some other way if you didn't find out from her." Nicole had disregarded his advice, EJ observed, since she had thought Holly was shielded by the deception. "Yes, exactly." Holly remarked, "We both know she was really just trying to protect Eric." EJ expressed regret and said that he was angry over his divorce, which was the reason behind his outburst about Nicole. EJ stated, I didn't mean to turn you against her. EJ was reassured by Holly that he hadn't done that. Nicole had always said that Holly was the most important person in her life, but Holly felt resentful that Nicole had abandoned her to begin a new life with Eric and their son. Holly remarked, "I'm just an afterthought." EJ wasn't convinced. Nicole would never hesitate to pick Eric if given the option, according to Holly. EJ informed Holly that it was not acceptable for him to have concealed Jude's paternity. "However, I am aware of how severely that touched you, Holly. In the same way that it did for Nicole and Eric. And I really apologize for that," EJ stated. EJ was thanked by Holly. "It had an impact on me," Holly remarked, "but I understand why you did it now." EJ seemed surprised. Holly mentioned that while Nicole and Holly were in the coma, EJ had helped and looked after them. "To tell the truth, without you, I doubt I would be here. I sincerely appreciate everything you've done for her and for me," Holly remarked. EJ stated, "That means so much to me." Even though Holly wasn't his daughter, EJ continued, he would always look out for her. "Amazing. When he and my mom split up, Eric told me the exact same thing. It was wrong of me to believe him. However, I do think you," Holly replied. Holly pointed out after a little while that Eric had only been incarcerated for a year. "Is that really all there was to my dad's life?" stated Holly. "Justice was not always served by the system," as EJ pointed out. "Yes, I understand." Furthermore, Holly stated, "Tate's father will most likely escape punishment for what he did to my Aunt Sarah." Holly was given the assurance by EJ that he would not give up on proving Brady's guilt. "Holly, you're a fantastic woman. And you have my utmost admiration," EJ exclaimed. Holly gave EJ a hug. Brady was told by Kristen at Basic Black that a police officer had verified to EJ that Kristen had disposed of Brady's automobile. Angry, Brady claimed the policeman had to have heard him conversing with John. Brady remarked, "I didn't think anybody was listening." "Obviously not," Kristen responded. If EJ had threatened Kristen, Brady inquired. Kristen stated, "EJ threatened to arrest me for tampering with evidence if I didn't acknowledge that you confessed to me." Kristen grinned and remarked that she had called EJ's bluff. Brady added, "You have to go back to him and tell him the truth." Brady, according to Kristen, had provided the authorities with all the information they needed to investigate the accident. "However, we both understand that EJ lacks persistence, particularly in terms of settling scores." Brady remarked, "He's going to railroad you just like he did my son." Brady said to Kristen that he didn't want to take a chance on Rachel's parents getting jailed together. The police officer's testimony, Kristen shot back, was hearsay. Kristen said, "I swear to you, they can't touch either of us." Brady informed Kristen that Sarah would soon be able to recognize him as the driver since she was going through a hypnotic state. Brady remarked, "I'll be relieved." Brady expressed his desire to make up to Kristen for what he had done to Sarah. Kristen countered, "You can do that without going to prison." Rachel needed her father, and Kristen reminded Brady to consider his children. "Is that the reason you've ensured I don't see her very often?" Brady answered back. Kristen remarked, "I think we need to do something about that." Brady, fretting, wanted to know what Kristen meant. It was important to Kristen to let Rachel know that her father will always be a part of her life. Brady questioned, "Where is this coming from?" Kristen recalled the day EJ had accused her of having feelings for Brady. Kristen trembled at the thought. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.